Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. This is my third... Ooh, look at that immense abandoned mineshaft structure complex down there. I'm certain that is still part of the same one. Immense. Okay, 1,500 meters. Let's grab the old boat. Let's go back base. Let's go back. Let's go back base. Let's go back to base. Make a harvester and some method of powering the harvester. It could be solar panel or it could be furnace generator. Furnace generator with a harvester dedicated to wood and harvesting lumber would be self-supporting with the wood that it chops down. With wood as an energy source. I sure hope this is a... Yeah, good. I'm sorry. It makes me uncomfortable to talk about political and religious things on this channel. I feel like it's a divisive kind of a thing. There's that temple, that desert temple in the water, in the flooded river of global warming that we've found before. By the way, I did see some data yesterday that sea levels are consistently rising 3 millimeters per year everywhere. 3 millimeters, not much, but since 1993 it's starting to add up. Doop, doop, doop. Can I... No, I can't collect the boat. It becomes a... Yeah. It becomes a pile of wood, much like what I'm holding in my hand. Yeah, I'm not a fan of going on about my particular quirky religious and political philosophies. I always lose friends, colleagues, when I start talking about stuff like that, because they're points of division, very sharp points of division, and very few people share my quirkinesses, my quirks. That ocelot killed a chicken and left the chicken carcass and the feather. You're supposed to eat what you killed, cat. I mean, but just because I don't have too many ideological partners or soulmates in my life doesn't mean I don't have those ideologies and thinkings, you know. People have called me a kook, and yeah, I'm not very good at arguing for what I believe. I tend to shy away from it. Don't have too much stamina for it. Don't have too much stamina for managing the hurt that wells up inside me when I get frustrated about trying to explain something. And Phil Plate says that's not an uncommon issue with. Okay, so the leftover boats are going to be right up here to the left. It's not an uncommon issue with people who tend to dwell and think in sciencey terms. Hey, Ocelot, I could totally tame you with some fish, but I don't want to. Where's my other boat? I must have... That was it. That was the boat. The one that broke. That's okay. Let's grab... Boop. A few more planks. Boop. Make another one. Harvester would be good for long-term use. The short-term thing, you see, this is a good example right here. This is a really good example. all I needed was a few jungle wood planks or logs to finish working on that structure. But instead, what am I doing? I'm going to go build a harvester to harvest more jungle wood planks, logs, rather than just grabbing the logs and bringing them back to base. Now this would drive somebody who is shrewd, cunning, and crafty, this would drive them crazy. But I mean, it's just me. My thinking is, I'm going to need the harvester at someday. Why not go build it today and just break it in doing the thing I want to do here? The bigger goal is to have the harvester. The actual jungle wood facade is it's just a project of the day. Better to complete that project of the day and have tools of tomorrow with you than to complete the project of the day and then still have to go create the tools of tomorrow. Not exactly two birds and one stone, but I'd rather stay focused on the long-term goal. One of the deep things that I really mistrust about republicanism is the idea that if it's privatized, it's going to get better. I think that's pretty well, from my standpoint, it's pretty demonstrably, if not false, and certainly not necessarily true. Because money cares about money. At the bottom line, all money cares about is money. There is no quality component associated to that. People who argue for instance, privatized education say, well, if it sucks, if it's not customer driven, the company's going to go bankrupt. No, that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of cases where a company gets away with murder because they're really good at marketing. Apple, anybody? You can easily get away with terrible customer service and poor quality if your marketing is really good, if your lobbying is really good, if your schmoozing is really good. Look at Trump University. Look at Trump Towers. Do you need any more object lessons in how to fuck everybody over and make everybody love you at the same time? Oh, but he was a charming individual. I know he didn't mean to rip off my grandma. Yeah, whatever. Looks like we're going to be needing more armor. Ooh, I love my shiny blue helmet. Protection 3 and Breaking 3. It's awesome. Let's see here, dog. You going to focus on doing this, or are you just going to go ranting? Harvester. I need 2 iron bars, 3 plastic sheets, and a factory machine block. Wow. And I think I've got them all. A factory machine block. I have one. 3 plastic sheets. I have them. 2 iron bars. Voila. Man, we're in business so fast. Oop. That is the apple of my eye right there. Beautiful. We have a chest. So we have a harvester and a chest, and I need a power source. Somewhere I have a survivalist generator, but I want a better one. Ooh, 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 ooh. Solar panel 1. Oh, 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 oh. Gimme, sweet solar panel. Let's see. Glass panes or glass? Let's see. Solar, we're coming to the end of the day. I think this is the day one of this particular episode. This is my third episode of the day, of today. So I need 3 more of those guys and 1 of those. So 3 mirrors, wood, and redstone. So glass. I need glass, wood, iron, and redstone. Glass, wood, iron, and redstone. Will clear glass do it? Glass, wood, iron, and redstone. You know, one thing I do in the classroom, my opining, my opinions here, my thoughts, this has caused me problems in my personal life and in my relationships. But my thoughts, I often present them emphatically as this way or else. That's just how I present them for whatever reason. And the way I think of them, I don't think of them as emphatic truths. I think of my thoughts as hypotheses. And one reason things work so well for me in the classroom is that I'm constantly asking my students to sanity check these thoughts and for their alternatives, ways of seeing reality. I like to tell them I might have the first word. I'm going to have the first word on a lot of things, but I don't have the last word on anything. Only you have the last word. You have the last word on everything we talk about in here. And so even if you don't speak up in the classroom, you know, in your mind, in your thoughts, you are the final, you know, your thoughts are yours and your ideas are yours. Okay. So how am I going to make this? I only need 3 more of these guys right here. So I'm going to need more solar panels than that, which means I need more glass than that. I can only afford 1 of those, so that's one more solar panel 1. I think I at least need a solar panel 2. Grab that. Make up some more mirrors. Honestly, I could make up a ton more mirrors because they're the root of the of everything. Because all these solar panels each build on all themselves. They each build on each other. Redstone and 2 redstone, 1 gold. Glass is a very heavily used item. What do we got here? Nothing much. Gold. Gold and redstone. So this will be 1 solar panel 2. Now if I had a solar panel 3, that would certainly take care of things. Oof, but I need a leadstone energy cell. Oof, and I need the photovoltaic cell, which is okay. Lapis, but I need lapis for that. In what? In an induction smelter. Induction smelter. Machine frame, Invar. That needs to be high on my list, the induction smelter. We'll make up some more mirrors. These mirrors, these solar cells continue to be quite useful up to tesseracts, basically, up to the point where we have the endothermic pump in the nether, and at that point, there I go again. At that point, the endothermic, the lava-powered engines are the ones that are the solar, that are the key. Boop. Maybe I should have used 10, but okay. Okay, one more. I can make another one of those good. Well, let's go with that. We'll take the harvester along with these 2 solar panels. One piece of gold. We'll put everything else back away. We'll head back over to farm base. Okay, 2 solar panel 2s. Those will be our power source. Put away our planks. Boop. Put away our extra glass. Boop. Put away our extra redstone and iron. And put away our 2 mirrors, leftover mirrors. Okay. All right. Well, I hope I don't turn anybody off. Don't discourage anybody too much with my opines. But I just want to tell you, I am aware it takes a very particular, very peculiar person to match my thinking. Somebody would have to be very, very, very unique to sort of mirror my own thoughts and match my own thinking. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware I'm not center point in American thinking. Some of that's my fault, because I've not been more prominent in my writing about my thoughts. I'm a good writer, and people come away from reading my stuff and they find it compelling. Short stories, poems, and essays, and I could easily have been much more of an influencer than I have been. And the short answer for that, and I just have to be honest with you, but the short answer for that is I don't have the courage and the gumption to engage in writing stuff and supporting it through all the attacks and challenges that these thoughts get. Courage and gumption is one thing. I am not a cowardly person in all things. I just lose interest. I want to go learn something new rather than defend a certain position over and over. There was a really good Reddit post I read about the fact that because Hillary Clinton is tough, she's tough because she's been attacked a lot. Well, the thing is, what attacks do is they put you into a position of defending your position over and over and over, so that your position itself becomes well entrenched. Now, what does that do to you? It makes it difficult to change your thinking, because you're still having to defend former positions, former policy positions and ideas that you had. You're having to defend your whole lifetime of thinking, the whole baggage of your lifetime of thought. And it's exhausting, and it entrenches you in that same thinking. It makes it the very act of defending what you believe entrenches you further in that which you currently believe. Does that make sense to you? So anyway, this opinion piece about why Hillary, she was really an easy target for a lot of things, and the reason is because she's been having to defend things for a long time. It's sort of a catch-22, isn't it? All right, let's try this. Harvester, output, and I wonder if we might not be able to get the solar working here because it may be shaded. Let's try it. Boop, boop. Yep, it's not getting any. Oh, and I need the range extender too. Oh, and I need the ranch. The freaking range extender. What's that called? I do not remember. I do know this is too close, however. And we're too close to evening to get a sufficient juice for this bad boy. I don't have the stamina. I'm too ADHD to want to be stuck in the same position, defending the same thoughts. So I need the freedom. I have to have the freedom to change my thinking all the time. I have to have my freedom to continue to challenge and change my own thoughts. And by constantly defending the same thoughts, I lose that freedom to change. Does that make sense? Boop. Yep. Okay, it's working now. But I think I may be too far away now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What you going to do, dog? Oh, it's collecting. It got vines. So I think I think it's harvesting this 3x3 area right in front of it. I guess I could move it one closer. Yeah, I can move it one closer. Because that's all it's going to get. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, there it goes. It took out that tree. I got it. Good. Good. So I was right about that. So I got some wood, some cocoa beans, and vines, and no freaking jungle saplings. Huh. Could this be... what? Yeah, one thing about these solar panels, they have to have unobstructed space directly overhead. That cleared out that nicely, but no saplings. I need an extender. I think that's what it's called. Nope. Nope. Harv. Let's go at mine factory and just page through here. Upgrade. That's what it's called. Copper upgrade ought to be fine. Okay, copper upgrade. Oops, what else besides 3 plastic? Yeah, copper upgrade. Well, you know what that means, boys. You know what that means, boys. Back to the boats. Oh no, dog. Captain, we gotta listen to you. Oh man. Another day, another night, listening to you, dog. Yep, you got it, pal. We gotta go get connected to our supply chain back here. That's an underground mine shaft right there. Right here under the ocean, huh? Where's the, there it is. There's the stairway. You know what? This time we're taking 10 Lords of Leaping. 12 Lords of Leaping. 10 ladies dancing. And I can't believe I left that here. I probably should. I need it all the time. I think I was in the middle of saying something. I lost my train of thought. No worries. It'll come out in the wash. The washing. Speaking of which, I feel like I can get back to bed and take some naps now. Get a little bit more nappage. I want a copper upgrade. And what? 10 obsidian. 10 maids of milking. No, dog. Get that out of your mind. Pardon me. I think I mentioned this in a prior episode. One of the big dissatisfiers with the middle class these days is that the middle class is having a harder time making ends meet. Very difficult time for most of us to make ends meet. I don't know how other people do it, but I don't. If it weren't for my retirement from that I'm withdrawing early from my days as an engineer, as an overpaid engineer, if it weren't for that, I'd be in the poorhouse. I expected and planned on having my spouse's retirement and work plans and work savings in addition to my own, and of course that's gone. That's long gone. Okay, I got plastic over here in the furnace output. Boop. Plastic, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Sarah worked hard for many, many years. Oh, and I need a nugget, gold nugget. And her work is, you know, it's paying off, but unfortunately, someone else is going to draw the benefits of that. I'm not particularly bitter about it, except once in a while I do get a little bit testy about it. But it's the same case. I mean, you should probably spare no tears for a dog. It's the same situation where I screwed up. I was not very good about making sure my wife knew that I cared about her all the time and that I loved her. Certainly nothing like some of the role models I've seen from the men who do it so well. Some of my good buddies here at the university show their sweethearts that they care about them so much, and I failed so miserably at that so many times because I'm a jerk, I guess. I'm an asshole, and you're kind of needy. Said it was casual. You pretended to believe me. Oh, jelly bears. One reason I miss jelly bears so unutterably, so deeply, so completely is that she did share many of my she shared the way I felt about stuff. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go down here and grab obsidian. She shared, this was what attracted me to her, and I don't know if it attracted her to me or not, but she shared so many of my deep values, deep thinking. She's a really, really smart cookie. Smarter than I ever deserved, I guess. Let's see here. Here is, oh yeah, the diamond. And I was saving this diamond for the time when I had something with fortune, which I do now. I sure hope Jack works. Boop. Yeah, that didn't. I mean, it did. It did work. It did work. It's fine. It worked. What I was concerned about was it would crash the game. And it did not, which I'm happy about. Let's put water down. I found out, I don't remember if I was on camera when this happened or not, but I found out that Jack can be used to harvest a bunch of obsidian. I'll show you. Let's see, is this the way? Yeah, I guess. I don't know if this is going to work actually. I don't know if the water is going to get to the obsidian fast enough to save it. It did. Yeah, but see, that's how Jack does work. Okay, I got all the obsidian I need for the moment. Oops. Okay. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. We'll sleep through this Minecraft night. I think this has been at least 2 days. I'll leave the obsidian in my hotbar. In fact, I'll just leave my hotbar as it is. I'll go hop into Minecraft bed and real world bed, and I'll talk to you again another day. Yeah, Jelly Bears, I miss you. God, so deeply. So completely. So many ways I just didn't even know at the time. Dang. See you next time. Happy days to you. Okay. Happy sleeps to you too.